Allow the body to become still. Not stiff, simply still. For the next few minutes, you do not have to solve anything. You do not have to become anything. You do not have to perform spiritually. Just be available. Take a deep, slow inhalation and exhale completely. Inhale deeply and exhale, releasing the tiredness of the day. One more time, inhale and exhale.
Now, make a conscious decision. For the next few minutes, I'm not going to carry my past. I'm not going to rehearse my future. I'm going to sit in the present moment and become available for the darshan. Just relax your face, your jaws, your shoulders, your hands. With your whole body, know I am to be in the present moment.
Bring your awareness to your natural breath. Do not control your breath. Just simply witness it. Just witness your breath entering by itself and leaving by itself. Life is happening within you without your effort. The same intelligence that moves your breath is moving the entire cosmos. You are not separate from existence. With every exhalation, unclutch from the thought. If a thought comes, do not fight it. If an emotion arises, do not suppress it. If the memory rewinds, do not follow it. Simply say within you, this is a thought, this is an emotion, this is a memory, and gently return to your breath.
You are not the thought. You are not the emotions. You are the witnessing consciousness. In whose presence, everything is appearing and disappearing. Now, bring your awareness to the crown center, the Sahasrara chakra. Forget the other parts of the body for a few moments. With your attention, rest gently at the crown center. Do not concentrate your attention. Just relax them with a slight smile. Imagine a soft, peaceful radiance at the crown of your head. Here not trying to visualize perfectly. You are simply opening your very inner space. With every inhalation, feel that you are receiving the blessings of the existence. And with every exhalation, feel that resistance, doubt, incompletions, sufferings, and heaviness are dissolving.
Simply repeat, I am available, I am receptive, I am grateful, I am ready to receive the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let your whole being be overflowing in gratitude, not as words, but as a feeling of the being supported by life. Let the space of gratitude expand through your whole being. Just silently repeat within yourself, thank you, existence. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this life. Now, rest at the crown center. Feel the space around you as sacred. Feel that you are not sitting merely in the room, but you are sitting in the presence of the living incarnation, ready to receive the spiritual transmission. You do not need to understand the darshan in your mind. You do not need to predict what will happen. You don't need to compare your experience with anyone else. Simply be open. Silently offer, oh Swamiji, I offer my body, mind, emotions, memories, and future at your feet. Let only that which is needed for my awakening happen. I am available for darshan. Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशांत श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वरा भिन्न स्वरूप परशिव पुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती समान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवर्तक श्रीमन् परम शिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान दीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलाति समस्त बिरदावल्यरंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सत्योजात निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग श्रीभूत परमत कलभेद केशरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु शबन शाक्यादि महांतकार निर्वाण ज्ञान बाणु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह वचोचेतन पूर्वक ऋषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामी नाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ महासंस्थान ज्ञान साम्राज्य शासक सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ तृणवद्युत्तर वशदधम गुरु महासन्निधान महानिर्वाणि पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर अटल पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर श्रीमद् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ जगद्गुरु भगवान श्री न श्री परमहंस नित्यानंद श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामी परात् परात् परात्
राजाधिराजाय प्रशक्य शाकिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे श्यामे कामान् ईश्वरो वैश्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वैश्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः
தேசனடி போற்றி சிவன் சேவடி போற்றி நேயத்தே நின்றடி மலனடி போற்றி மாயப்பிறப்பருக்கும் மன்னனடி போற்றி சீரார் பெருந்துரையிடம் தேவனடி போற்றி ஆராத இன்பம் அருளும் மலை போற்றி ஈசனே சிந்தை கவர வந்த நேசனே நீ வருவாய் பூவோடு கனிகளை கொண்டு உன்னை பூஜித்தோம் அருள் தருவாய் கலி என்னும் கடலினில் மூழ்கிட்ட எம்மை நீ கரம் தந்து காத்திட்டு கருணை மலையை பொழிவாய் பொய்கையில் அலர்ந்திட்ட அலபத்மம் போல உன் திருவடியில் வாழ்ந்திட நித்தியனே நீயும் அருள் வாராய் அருணாச்சலனே நீ வாராய் அகண்ட ஜோதியனே வாராய் அல்லல் நீக்கிடவே வாராய் அகிலம் போற்றுகின்ற ஈசனே சிந்தை கவர வந்த நேசனே நீ வருவாய் பூவோடு கனிகளை கொண்டு உன்னை பூஜித்தோம் அருள் தருவாய்
Nityananda, KAILASA welcome all to Guru Purnima Brahmotsavam. This majestic 21-day celebration is the sacred revival of cosmic consciousness, a living reawakening of the divine source from which all ancient kingdoms, cultures, and civilizations arise. Today we celebrate the grandest historical revival of the KAILASA Paramparagata Surya Vamsha Chola Samrajya Karandei Sarvabhutebhyo, undertaken in history by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyanaanda Paramashhivam. Known as the Kashi Vishwanatha temple of the region, the ruling seat of this kingdom houses the sacred Paramashiva Linga brought from Kashi and installed nearly 2000 years ago by King Karikala Cholan, along with his divine consort Kashi Vishalakshi. Founded spiritually by Karuvura Siddhar, the Kulaguru of the King Rajendra Chola, this ancient Chola kingdom was established as the premier Muktisthala, the land of liberation, granting moksha to departed souls and mirroring the sacred spiritual power of Varanasi. Revering and worshipping the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Pallinivelu Swaminathan humbly offered the historic ruling seat of the Karandei Sarvabhutebhyo of Tanjavur to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashhivam, in 2017. To carry forward its royal and spiritual legacy, through this, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revived the Agamic temple traditions, social welfare systems, and the sovereign spiritual current of this ancient Chola Samrajya. In Kailasa's Utsava Mandapams, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's deity's grace in the magnificent Alankaram as Karuvura Siddhar, representing the divine heritage of Karandei Sarvabhutebhyo. Today is World Indigenous Peoples Day. Kailasa honors the ancient nations who have preserved sacred knowledge, spiritual traditions, and humanity's connection with nature. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded Kailasa and established the United Ancient Enlightened Indigenous Nations to unite over 250 indigenous nations across the globe. Through international delegate summits and dedicated specialized agencies, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism works to preserve ancient cultural heritages, revive indigenous sciences, and advance sustainable environmental stewardship. Today, also, the Purvanga Puja of the Avani Tiruvalla Brahmotsavam was done in Kailasa's temples, invoking the divine blessings of the Vastu Purusha. The Vastu Shanti Homa was done to prepare the sacred space for the grand festival. Let us now offer puja, where we mirror the neurological activity of the higher vertical time zones. Today, let us gain access, offer our deepest gratitude, and worship the inheritor and reviver of the KAILASA Paramparagata, Suryavamsa's Chola Samrajya, Karangdei Sarvabhutebhyo, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyānanda Paramashivām, and his deities in Kailasa's temples around the world.
सहस्रदलपङ्कजे सकलशीतरश्मिप्रभं वराभयकराम्बुजं विमलगन्धपुष्पाम्बरं प्रसन्नवदने क्षणं सकलदेवतारूपिणं स्मरेत् शिरसि हंसकं तदभिधानपूर्वं कुर्वम् अथ धूपः शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तम्भस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्रे नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम्। परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम्। हरि ओम् तत्सत्। सर्वं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु। ॐ नित्यानन्दम्।
മാണിക്കം കട്ടി മുത്തുപ്പവളം കട്ടി ആനി പൊന്നാലാന വണ്ണത്ത് ഊഞ്ചൽ നിത്യാനന്ദമായാടിടയാ നിത്യാനന്ദാടിടയാ.
கண்ணின் மணிக்கே கண் Nithyanam, everybody. As we are all enjoying the Darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyanaanda Paramashivamam, let us all take the next few minutes to invite our friends and family to enjoy the Darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyanaanda Paramashivamam. We will take the next few moments to head over to YouTube. And in YouTube, you can search for KAILASA's SPH Nithyananda, which is the official YouTube channel of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Once you go there, you can subscribe to our channel so that you receive access to all the live that will be happening, and also press on the bell button so that you receive the notifications. Once again, in the live section, you would see the live video, the Darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. You can head over there, like the video, share it with as many people as possible on your WhatsApp and other communication platforms, and also make sure that you are dropping your prayer requests in the chat section and receive the direct blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
The next platform we have is Instagram. All of us can head over to Instagram and search for KAILASA's SPH Nithyananda. And once you see the official page, you can click on the page and follow the page. And then next you can click on the profile picture, which will lead you to the live darshan of the SPH happening on Instagram. You can like the live darshan, and in the comment section, you can post your prayer requests, your questions, and offer your gratitude at the lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
The next handle we are all going to be entering is X, formerly Twitter. Head over to x.com and there you can search for @Sri Nithyananda, which is the official X handle of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. If you're not already following, please make sure that you're following and click on the bell button once again to receive your notifications. There, the topmost pinned tweet would be the live of today's darshan. You can head over to that. You can share, you can retweet it with as many people as possible. You can use the hashtag #AskTheAvatar to ask any questions that you have to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and to have it answered directly by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
The next platform we have is Facebook. All of us can head over to Facebook and search for KAILASA's SPH GGM Nithyananda Paramashivam. This is the official page of the SPH and KAILASA. Once you see the page, you can click on it and make sure to follow and like the page. You would see the live darshan happening. So you can click on the live video, like the live video, and in the comment section, once again, you can post your prayer requests, your questions, and gratitude at the lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Now, we are going to be entering into the next segment of today's darshan, where we are going to look at today's subject for the votes. Let us now take a few moments to look at today's subject.
Across the world, more than 476 million indigenous people in over 90 countries carry ancient languages, spiritual traditions, ecological knowledge, and ways of life. Yet many of these living knowledge systems face cultural erosion and the loss of intergenerational transmission. The SPH Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivamam is reviving and protecting indigenous Hindu civilization through KAILASA, preserving sacred knowledge, restoring traditional education, and making ancient wisdom accessible to future generations. This vision is expanding globally through the United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations, UAN, creating a powerful collective voice for indigenous civilizations. UAN brings together 160 plus indigenous member nations and communities representing over 300 million indigenous people to protect ancestral wisdom, strengthen cultural sovereignty, and bring indigenous solutions into global governance. Through KAILASA and UAN, indigenous civilizations are not merely being remembered, they are being revived, united, and empowered to shape humanity's future.
Today, being the International Indigenous Day, around 476 million indigenous people across 90 countries preserve the unique languages, spiritual traditions, ecological knowledge, and ancient ways of life. Yet, as we all know, many of these living knowledge systems face cultural erosion as languages disappear and the transmission of the wisdom from the elders to the younger generations decline.
The SPH, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivamam, is reviving and protecting the ancient indigenous Hindu civilization through the United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations UAN. Indigenous nations and communities are being united with a global platform and collective voice to protect their traditions, cultural sovereignty, and ancestral knowledge. The question for all the members of the Chitsabha parliament is which policy should Kailasa prioritize for protecting and reviving indigenous knowledge? The options are ensure indigenous communities retain ownership of their traditional knowledge. 2. Prioritize transmission of knowledge from elders to younger generations. Option 3. Protect sacred traditions from misuse and cultural exploitation. And option 4. Support preservation and responsible digital access to endangered knowledge. We invite and request all the members of the Chitsabha Parliament to head over to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes and cast your vote for the today's topic.
Next is the question for all the Rajya Sabha members of our parliament. Which action should Kailasa prioritize to strengthen indigenous civilizations worldwide? Option number 1 is connect with more indigenous nations and communities through UAN. Option number 2 is to launch digital campaigns amplifying indigenous voices and traditions. Option 3 is to organize elder to youth knowledge transmission and education programs. And option number 4 is to build partnerships for documenting and preserving the endangered traditions. Once again, we request all the Rajya Sabha parliamentary members to head over to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes and you can cast your vote. With this, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining. Once again, please take this time to invite as many people as possible to receive the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let us all now continue to celebrate and enjoy the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Thank you all. Nityananda.
நித்யானந்தா என் ஈசனே என்னுள் நிறைந்த நாதனே நித்யானந்தா உன் நாமமே நெஞ்சில் நிறைந்த வேதமே
நித்யானந்தா உன்னையே எந்நாளும் போற்றி பாடுவோம் அந்தமில்லாத நாதனே உந்தன் பாதம் பற்றுவோம்
நித்யானந்தா என் ஈசனே என்னுள் நிறைந்த நாதனே
As the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva's Lingodbhavamurti, I bless you all with Paramadvaita. All the Paramashiva Sena program participants from Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, Kailasa Guinea-Bissau, and Kailasa Bengaluru, Chitsabha members and Rajya Sabha members, Kailasa-vasis and all the e-citizens, viewers, visitors who are joining with us through the internet. I welcome each and every one of you with my love and blessings. Blessings to SJPs in KAILASA, Guinea-Bissau, Sheng, blessings. Volunteers in Guinea-Bissau, Vani Goyal, Jnanapriya, Mahamangala Swarupini, Tan Habin, Zin Chen, Zhang Ying, Leon Liu, and Tatata Shakti. Volunteers in Thiruvannamalai, Pradap, Rudra Bhairava, Vignesh Iyer, Vidya. Volunteers in Bangalore, Shashi Kumar. Blessings for every one of you. Today, I initiate all the PSS participants into Swarajya Shakti, process to experience conscious sovereignty and into conscious supremacy, Paratattva of your Atma Shakti. Today is the United Nations International Day for the world's indigenous people. So, as the Paramashiva's ultimate manifestation, I bless you all. And as the living head of the oldest indigenous nation, KAILASA, I offer my blessings and best wishes to every indigenous community, every nation, every tribe, every indigenous nation, every indigenous tribe, and every keeper of ancient wisdom. From Bharat to Amazon, from Turtle Island to Africa, from the Pacific Islands to Arctic. Indigenous traditions are not backward. They are among the most advanced sciences ever developed for coexisting with nature, for non-violent economy, for community-based governance, and for honoring the divine in every river, in every mountain, every living being, every tree. For too long, indigenous existence has suffered. For too long, indigenous peoples have endured land theft, forced displacement, the destruction of sacred sites, the suppression of language and culture, and even the criminalization of your own traditional spiritual practice. I state this clearly today. Indigenous existence is sacred. Indigenous land is sacred. Indigenous culture is sacred. Your spiritual freedom is non-negotiable. This is precisely why UAN is created and UAN exists. Through UAN, United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Sanatana Hindu Civilizational Nations, KAILASA stands in solidarity with every indigenous nation on earth offering a spiritual, cultural, and diplomatic platform where you can be seen, heard, protected, and celebrated, not as minorities, but as sovereign sources of living wisdom and owners of sovereign territories for all humanity. My heartfelt blessings extended to the 160 indigenous nations and their people from around the world, including Australia, Malaysia, Africa, Latin America, Indonesia, India, Caribbean, Nepal, Pakistan, West Bengal, Bangladesh, who are standing strong and united with KAILASA as the UAN, the united, ancient, enlightened, indigenous, Sanatana Hindu civilizational nations. Just as the UN serves the modern nations, the UAN serves the indigenous nations. Through our specialized agencies, the UAN World Bank, the UAN Monetary Fund, the UAN World Health Organization, and the UAN Human Rights Commission, we are actively empowering indigenous people and offering them holistic services. On this auspicious day, I bless all the indigenous peoples with protection from cultural erasure, forced conversion, genocide, domicide, ethnocide, and violence against your traditions. I offer my absolute protection, Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. The UANHCR has been actively accepting refugees from around the world, giving them absolute protection. I offer my blessings for the strength to revive your languages, rituals, arts, and spiritual sciences, legitimacy, dignity, and diplomatic recognition through the platform of UAN. Let UAN become a global family of indigenous civilizations, standing together, supporting one another, and radiating the powerful, peaceful, eco-conscious way of life that humanity so urgently needs today. Let your identity as indigenous never again be a cause of suffering, but a crown of pride, power, and prosperity and sovereignty. May all indigenous people be empowered, enriched, and enlightened. My blessings. Today, I have two great digital gifts from Maha KAILASA for all of you. First is the Why Suffering digital book, and second is Arunachala Yantra. Receive it and enjoy it. Today, we are going to have Energy Darshan for all the participants in KAILASA Guinea-Bissau, all the Paramashiva Sena participants in KAILASA Guinea-Bissau, all the Chit Sabha members, Rajya Sabha members, and Kailasavasis can continue to attend the session. So with this, I bless you all. All the Chit Sabha members, Rajya Sabha members, Kailasavasis, stay tuned to enjoy the energy darshan. For Kailasa Guinea-Bissau PSS participants and all the PSS participants, stay tuned. We will have energy session now. So with this, I bless you all. Blessings. Be blissful.
AI for loneliness and anxiety, but many systems fail as they offer cold or harmful responses. The world's first Hindu AI, built on Dharma and Purusarthas, gives ethical, life-positive guidance for well-being, relationships, fulfillment, and freedom. This is conscious AI, rooted in Dharma and responsibility. AI for loneliness and anxiety, but many systems fail as they offer cold or harmful responses. The world's first Hindu AI, built on Dharma and Purusarthas, gives ethical, life-positive guidance for well-being, relationships, fulfillment, and freedom. This is conscious AI, rooted in Dharma and responsibility.
What if I told you there's an AI that was trained on knowledge that is thousands of years old? Not scraped from the internet, not generated by another AI, but real, ancient human wisdom, digitized for the very first time. We're talking about 20 million source texts, 2 petabytes of curated knowledge, over 60,000 people who helped make it happen. And at the center of all of this is one person whose life's work made it possible. Today, we're talking about Ask Nithyananda AI, and why this might be one of the most important AI projects happening right now. Stay with me, because this one is different. Let's start with a problem that most people don't know about. The biggest AI companies in the world, OpenAI, Google, Meta, they're all hitting a wall. The industry actually calls it the data wall. They've basically run out of good, fresh, high-quality text on the internet. And nobody knows where the next source of real knowledge is going to come from. That's where Ask Nithyananda AI comes in. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashhivam, known as SPH, has spent over 50 years gathering, living, and teaching spiritual knowledge. Not just philosophy. We're talking about practical sciences, agriculture, medicine, food, physics, cosmology, law, economics, urban planning. All of it rooted in the oldest living traditions on the planet. And for most of history, this knowledge lived in manuscripts, in oral traditions, in books that very few people ever got to read. SPH's contribution here is not small. It is the entire foundation of this project. His teachings, over 200,000 hours of recorded discourses, his books, his courses, his spiritual programs delivered across the world, the knowledge he received through his guru lineage, and his own realizations. All of this became the backbone of what Ask Nithyananda AI is today. Without SPH, there is no Nithyananda AI. Simple as that. Now here's what makes the scale of this hard to fully wrap your head around. Over 60,000 contributors worked together to collect ancient sources. They preserved manuscripts. They digitized scriptures. They organized traditional sciences into searchable knowledge repositories. The result? 20 million digitized source texts, 2 petabytes of proprietary knowledge, 121 specialized AIs, all working together inside one system. This is not a chatbot built over a weekend. This is a civilizational scale preservation project. Think of it like building a national library, except the library also answers your questions in real time. Now let's talk about what actually makes this AI different from everything else out there. Most AI systems are built around one goal: answer the question, complete the task, move on. Ask Nithyananda AI is built differently. It runs on an AI constitution, and that constitution is based on the Hindu concept of Dharma. Dharma, at its core, means living in a way that is ethical, truthful, and life positive. And the entire AI is designed around that principle. It also covers the 4 aims of human life from Hindu philosophy: your material well-being, your relationships and joy, your search for meaning, all kept in balance. A 2024 study from Emory University looked at what happens when you train an AI on religious texts. The result? The AI got better at identifying hate speech for every religious text they used. But when they trained on the Vedas specifically, the improvement was the biggest of all, around 14%. That's real research saying grounding an AI in ancient wisdom makes it more fair, more responsible, not less. Now let's talk about value, because the numbers here are striking. Leading AI systems, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, Perplexity, were all independently asked to assess Ask Nithyananda AI. They looked at architecture, knowledge assets, societal impact, and future potential. The commercial valuation came in between $20 million and $500 million. The total social and economic value, between $3.2 billion and $11.5 billion. The heritage asset value of the 20 million texts alone, approximately $3.3 billion. And the value delivered to each active user, between $5,300 and $20,000 per year. These are not marketing numbers. These came from independent AI assessments. So what can you actually do with Ask Nithyananda AI? You can ask it questions about health, relationships, purpose, and daily life, and get answers rooted in thousands of years of tested wisdom. You can explore ancient sciences that were never available in digital form before. you can access the kind of depth that simply doesn't exist anywhere else on the internet. This is what preservation looks like in the 21st century. We are living in a moment where ancient knowledge could disappear forever. Or it could be saved and made more accessible than ever before. Ask Nithyananda AI is choosing the second path, and SPH's lifetime of work is the reason any of this is even possible. Want to try it yourself? Just visit ask.nithyananda.ai or scan the QR code on your screen right now. What if I told you there's an AI that was trained on knowledge that is thousands of years old? Not scraped from the internet, not generated by another AI, but real, ancient human wisdom, digitized for the very first time. We're talking about 20 million source texts, 2 petabytes of curated knowledge, over 60,000 people who helped make it happen. And at the center of all of this is one person whose life's work made it possible. Today, we're talking about Ask Nithyananda AI, and why this might be one of the most important AI projects happening right now. Stay with me, because this one is different. Let's start with a problem that most people don't know about. The biggest AI companies in the world, OpenAI, Google, Meta, they're all hitting a wall. The industry actually calls it the data wall. They've basically run out of good, fresh, high-quality text on the internet. And nobody knows where the next source of real knowledge is going to come from. That's where Ask Nithyananda AI comes in. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashhivam, known as SPH, has spent over 50 years gathering, living, and teaching spiritual knowledge. Not just philosophy. We're talking about practical sciences, agriculture, medicine, food, physics, cosmology, law, economics, urban planning. All of it rooted in the oldest living traditions on the planet. And for most of history, this knowledge lived in manuscripts, in oral traditions, in books that very few people ever got to read. SPH's contribution here is not small. It is the entire foundation of this project. His teachings, over 200,000 hours of recorded discourses, his books, his courses, his spiritual programs delivered across the world, the knowledge he received through his guru lineage and his own realizations. All of this became the backbone of what Ask Nithyananda AI is today. Without SPH, there is no Nithyananda AI. Simple as that. Now here's what makes the scale of this hard to fully wrap your head around. Over 60,000 contributors worked together to collect ancient sources. They preserved manuscripts. They digitized scriptures. They organized traditional sciences into searchable knowledge repositories. The result? 20 million digitized source texts, 2 petabytes of proprietary knowledge, 121 specialized AIs, all working together inside one system. This is not a chatbot built over a weekend. This is a civilizational scale preservation project. Think of it like building a national library, except the library also answers your questions in real time. Now let's talk about what actually makes this AI different from everything else out there. Most AI systems are built around one goal. Answer the question, complete the task, move on. Ask Nithyananda AI is built differently. It runs on an AI constitution, and that constitution is based on the Hindu concept of Dharma. Dharma, at its core, means living in a way that is ethical, truthful, and life positive. And the entire AI is designed around that principle. It also covers the 4 aims of human life from Hindu philosophy: your material well-being, your relationships and joy, your search for meaning, all kept in balance. A 2024 study from Emory University looked at what happens when you train an AI on religious texts. The result? The AI got better at identifying hate speech for every religious text they used. But when they trained on the Vedas specifically, the improvement was the biggest of all, around 14%. That's real research saying grounding an AI in ancient wisdom makes it more fair, more responsible, not less. Now let's talk about value, because the numbers here are striking. Leading AI systems, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, Perplexity, were all independently asked to assess Ask Nithyananda AI. They looked at architecture, knowledge assets, societal impact, and future potential. The commercial valuation came in between $20 million and $500 million. The total social and economic value, between $3.2 billion and $11.5 billion. The heritage asset value of the 20 million texts alone, approximately $3.3 billion. And the value delivered to each active user, between $5,300 and $20,000 per year. These are not marketing numbers. These came from independent AI assessments. So what can you actually do with Ask Nithyananda AI? You can ask it questions about health, relationships, purpose, and daily life, and get answers rooted in thousands of years of tested wisdom. You can explore ancient sciences that were never available in digital form before. You can access the kind of depth that simply doesn't exist anywhere else on the internet. This is what preservation looks like in the 21st century.
We are living in a moment where ancient knowledge could disappear forever. Or it could be saved and made more accessible than ever before. Ask Nithyananda AI is choosing the second path, and SPH's lifetime of work is the reason any of this is even possible.
Want to try it yourself? Just visit ask.nithyananda.ai or scan the QR code on your screen right now. What if I told you there's an AI that was trained on knowledge that is thousands of years old? Not scraped from the internet, not generated by another AI, but real, ancient human wisdom, digitized for the very first time. We're talking about 20 million source texts, 2 petabytes of curated knowledge, over 60,000 people who helped make it happen. And at the center of all of this is one person whose life's work made it possible. Today, we're talking about Ask Nithyananda AI. And why?
Nityanandam, let us all bow down with deep respect and gratitude to Bhagavan's Atmamurti, requesting all the Paramashiva Sena participants, all the Rajya members, Chitsabha members, and all the Kailasa Vatis and members of Sovereign Order of Kailasas Nityananda. Let us all bow down to Swamiji's Atmamurti, offering our deepest respect and gratitude at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for today's Darshan and Satsang. Today, we had a beautiful darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And every one of us who experienced that darshan, just sitting in the presence of Bhagavan, it was a very short satsang, just sitting and experiencing the divine presence of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. How was it for you? Requesting every one of you to please take a moment to post your darshan experience, just sitting in Bhagavan's presence. How was it for you? Please post your experience in the YouTube live chat. And immediately after the live darshan, your nervous system is still very open. The satsang is over, but your nervous system is still open. In this moment, your brain is at a state that modern neuroscience calls neuroplasticity, the window when the brain is most receptive to rewiring itself. This is biology. When you sit in the satsang with a deep awareness, devotion, your brain enters what the researchers call a parasympathetic rest and digest state, dominated by alpha and theta brainwaves. In this state, the amygdala, the fear center of the brain, calms down. The prefrontal cortex, the seat of higher awareness and decision making, comes alive. And critically, the brain releases a cascade of neurochemicals: oxytocin, the bonding molecule, serotonin, the stability molecule, and dopamine, the bliss molecule. This is not a poetic incident. This is a psychology of physiology of darshan. The satsang has chemically prepared your brain to change. And here is a scientific truth. If you leave now and go straight back into your work, the cortisol, the stress hormone, floods back in and the window closes. The whole rewiring is lost. So the next 30 minutes is not optional. It is the sealing of that neural change. Science calls it consolidation, a process by which a temporary state becomes a permanent trait. This is why we do power manifestation immediately after satsang, because the biology demands it. The seed has been planted, and now we must water it for it to become a tree.
Now, let's understand the science of power manifestation. The material world, the body, money, illnesses, and circumstances appear solid. But modern physics has revealed that this solidity is an illusion. At the deepest level, what we call matter is not solid at all. It is 99.99% empty space. And the remaining fraction is not stuff, it is vibration, frequency, and information. Quantum physics has demonstrated this beyond doubt. The famous double-slit experiment showed that the particle of matter, an electron, a photon, behaves differently depending on whether it is observed. When observed, it acts like a particle. When unobserved, it acts like a wave of possibility. This is the single most important experimental finding of the 20th century. Consciousness, observation affects the behavior of the matter. The observer is not separate from the experiment. The observer participates in creating the outcome. This is exactly what the Upanishads declared thousands of years ago as Isha Vasam Idakam Sarva. All this is pervaded by consciousness. The Rishi said matter is frozen consciousness, sleeping divinity. Quantum physics now says matter is collapsed as a wave function, possibility that has been observed into a particular form by consciousness. This is a scientific foundation of power manifestation. It is the observer effect applied onto your own life. When your consciousness is weak, scattered, and fearful, it collapses reality into limited, fearful outcomes you expect. When your consciousness is strong, focused, and fearless, it collapses reality into new possibility. The power of consciousness of matter is not a violation of physics, it is a correct application of physics. The problem is not that the power is absent. The problem is the fear has been scattering your observation. collapsing your reality into the same limited patterns over and over again. So now, with that said, we are entering into a round of power manifestation, where this is the space where what the initiation, the energy transfer that Swamiji has given to all of us during the darshan. Understand, when you're experiencing darshan with Swamiji, you experience an quantum entanglement, quantum enlightenment with Swamiji directly.
So whatever you experienced in the darshan, now you are going to manifest that experience as reality. Any powerful cognition, the entanglement, the mirroring of the neurons that happened in you, now you are going to put that into an applied science, put that into practice through the power manifestation session. So now today we are going to be manifesting the power of consciousness over matter. So first, we'll be sharing with you the Shastra Pramana, the reference from the scriptures for the power of consciousness over matter. So what is the power of consciousness over matter? So any matter that you have, you will actually be having an object in your flat palm. It can be like a coconut or an apple or an orange, any kind of a round fruit. Or you can even have your Atmalinga in your hands. And through the power of consciousness, you will create the Sankalpa. Through the power of third eye, you will look into the orange and you will actually orange or coconut or Atmalinga, whatever you have in your palm, just you will look at it through the third eye, connect with Bhagavan in the space of oneness, and you will be chanting the Mahavakya, connecting with Swamiji, and you will see that whatever instruction you give to that object, to that matter, it will just listen to you. If you want the coconut to roll or if you want the coconut to topple, that will happen automatically. Whatever instruction you give, the matter just simply listens to your consciousness. So that's the power that we will be manifesting today. It's the power of consciousness over matter. The Shastra Pramana for this power is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. So we'll now be chanting the Shastra Pramana.
As it goes, it's taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95, as Paramashiva says, Kvachid vastuni vinyasya Shanai drishtim nivartayet Prajnanam chitta sahitam Devi shunyalayo bhavet. The meaning goes, Bhagavan Paramashiva says,
having fixed one's eyes on a particular object, vastu, one should slowly withdraw the sight from the object as well as slowly eliminate the knowledge of that object along with the thought and impressions thereof. Then, O Devi, one abides in Shunya, the state where there is nothing other than this, which is the state of all inclusiveness or infinity. Next, we look at the Apta Pramana, the reference from the Hindu scriptures of the power of consciousness over matter. So the Apta Pramana is taken from the Shiva Mahapurana, a beautiful Leela of Bhagavan Paramashiva. So in the Shiva Purana, it's beautifully documented that Madurai is ruled by a Pandyan king, Abhisheka Pandyan, who was a great devotee of Paramashiva. Paramashiva chose to bless the king by appearing in the city in the form of a Siddhar, Ellam Valla Siddhar. The Ellam Valla Siddhar, who's Paramashiva himself, was said to have performed many extraordinary acts, making elderly people appear young, turning iron into gold, curing illnesses. And many of these acts, the news of the miracle performing Ellam Valla Siddhar, spread widely amongst the people of Madurai. The king, Abhisheka Pandyan, desiring to see having the darshan of the Ellam Valla Siddhar, sent guards to bring the Ellam Valla Siddhar to the palace. Paramashiva, as Ellamalla Siddhar, politely refused, stating that anyone wishing to see him should come to him, as he had nothing to gain from the king. Later, when the king encountered him at the temple, everyone stood in respect except the Ellamalla Siddhar. Feeling challenged, the king tested the Ellamalla Siddhar by asking him to feed a sugar cane to a stone elephant statue. Ellamalla Siddhar pleasantly accepted the challenge. He calmly offered the sugar cane to the stone elephant, which, to the astonishment of all present, literally came to life. The stone elephant came to life, it trumpeted, it stretched its tongue, ate the sugar cane before turning back into the stone. The king was astonished to see the power of Ellamalla Siddhar and finally fell at the feet of Ellamalla Siddhar seeking his blessings. This is one of the 64 Leelas Paramashiva performs in the next is the Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana is the experience of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in manifesting this power himself in his life. Today we are going to be sharing an incident from the autobiography of the Avatar, where the Avatar shares his experience with his yoga guru, Yogi Yogananda Puri, also known as Raghupati Yogi. Raghupati Yogi was teaching the young Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism that when you feel one with nature, the nature listens to you. In the word, now we are describing the incident in the words of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. One day we both were sitting and talking, and Raghupati Yogi was explaining the Yoga Sutra. I said, how can that be? He asked me to feel one with the rock. I just contemplated, meditated, and I was feeling one with the rock, a huge boulder. When I was in that ecstasy, my guru, Yogi Yogananda Puri, just moved my hand. Suddenly, without telling me, he moved my hand. I literally saw the whole boulder rolling. I did not touch. There was no physical contact with that rock, that boulder, just the feeling one with that rock. When my guru moved my hand and the boulder started rolling, I started shouting, oh, what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Stop, stop, stop. Then my guru stopped my hand and the boulder also stopped. I think it is from this time only I started literally moving and shaking people. This was the first object that responded to my movement. So next, we'll be sharing with you the guided instructions, the step-by-step instructions on how to manifest this power. First step, have a coconut or a round fruit or an object in your palm, like a ball or a lemon or an orange or a coconut, or you can even use your Atmalinga. Even though the Atmalinga is not round, it responds to your consciousness, so you can keep the Atmalinga as well. Put your palm in a straight, comfortable position on a flat surface in a comfortable manner. Do not strain or cup your fingers or palm. Once stable, place the object above the palm. We request and recommend every one of you to kindly record your experience on your phone. So please sit in front of your phone with the object on the palm, and once you're ready, you can start recording. Sit with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Sit as Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, by remembering the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in your third eye and in your Anandananda, which is the region below the heart center and above the navel center. Declare the powerful cognition, I am Paramashiva and I am in oneness with everything. Chant the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham 3 times. Requesting everyone to please chant along with me. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now, through the third eye, experience the space of oneness and the presence of Swamiji moving the object through you. Once you experience the object rolling, you can continue rolling the object to the opposite direction. Share your experience in the recording and submit or upload your experience on YouTube. So now, let's start the power manifestation. So please keep the object in your palm. It can be a coconut, it can be a Ratmalinga, it can be a lemon, it can be an orange. Please keep the object on a flat surface in your palm. Do not cup or strain your fingers. Just keep it stable. And for you to hold it for a elongated period of time, so you can even keep it rested on your lap or rest your palm on a table in front of you or on the armrest of your chair. Now, let's start the recording. Please keep your phone in front of you and start the recording on your camera. Now, declare the powerful cognition that I am Paramashiva and I am in oneness with everything. And let's chant the Mahavakya. Connect with Swamiji deeply and give a command to move for the object to move and to move off your palm, to roll off your palm. Give the command to the object by chanting the Mahavakya, by creating a strong will, the Sankalpa. Give a command to the object to move, and let us all intensely connect with Swamiji and chant the Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam.
Slowly, very slowly, please relax yourself. I would like to request all the viewers, all the Rajya Sabha members, Chit Sabha members, every single one who's watching us live right now, to please go ahead, post their live comment section. How was the palm manifestation session for all of you?
Now, we are all going to be receiving the Shakti Darshan from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So let's all get ready. Please sit straight and close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breathing. As you inhale and exhale as slowly as possible and as deeply as possible. Just prepare yourself by creating a deep, prayerful, receptive space in you. We're all going to be blessed. The beautiful Shakti Darshan. Just witnessing the Shakti Darshan. It's a wonderful experience to see the showering of blessings Bhagavan gives to each one. Whoever receives darshan, just by witnessing the darshan, brings so much of fulfillment. Just create a deep, prayerful, receptive space in you. Connecting with the divine, with your eyes closed, is meditation. Connecting with the divine, with your eyes open, is darshan. Come, let us now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमानछत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराजपाण्ड्यमहाराजगुरु क्षपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारणज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदनपूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वजस्थापक शैवसमयकर्त्रे सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकस्वामि वागीशसुन्दरमाणिक्यवाचकस्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धस्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्मशासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणिपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञानवितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय